Happy Monday, everybody. And I'm hoping um, whatever nuggets I share today will be helpful. But let me start at the very beginning. I want to welcome you to More Out of Monday, y'all. Y'all probably like, what is More Out of Monday? And More Out of Monday is simply my way of engaging with people who, let's say, simply don't enjoy going to work on Monday. And if that relates to any of you, then put that in the comments. I don't like working on Mondays. Um, and we can kind of unpack it from there, but I'll go on introducing myself to those who may be new to watch me on TikTok. I did a few videos and then I kind of stopped. And then now I'm back doing more videos because I've been getting more feedback from people like yourself that you just start having problems, or I won't say problems, but challenges on Sunday. Because most people, well, not most people, a lot of people are challenged with going to work on Monday. So the challenges start, like everybody's happy on Friday, and then Saturday, everybody is enjoying the weekend. Sunday, people start thinking, man, I gotta go back to work on Monday. And Sunday evenings are not necessarily the best evenings for people. And depending on where you are, your kids may be starting back to school. So you may be wrestling with that as well. And then you start thinking about who you got to deal with, what challenges you had at work on Friday that you left and you got to go back to. So they have this, studies have shown that they have what is called the Sunday night scaries. People start getting anxiety, people start worrying and stressing on Sunday nights. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. It's called Sunday night scaries. People have been known to have heart attacks. People have been known to have asthma attacks, stress, anxiety, all the things on Sunday because they dread going to work on Monday. So that has become more prevalent these days with all of the things that are going on. So I created, my business development associate helped me create More Out of Mondays. And my hope is that it'll share some nuggets on how you can best move through the week. So with that being said, I'm looking at the chat so I can see who's engaging, who is challenged with going to work on Mondays. And you can be honest, this is a safe space. If Mondays are hard for you to get started in the week, you are not the only one. And there's so many people. My sessions are typically busier on Mondays. And for those who don't know, I work in the executive coaching space. I work with different organizations, helping them with areas like communication. So if there's challenges around meetings after meetings after meetings and you feel like they're unproductive, those are typically some of the challenges I work on. Or you feel disengaged at work, or maybe you're the leader and your team doesn't feel like they're engaged. I do that, and I also come in and do workshop facilitation. So nevertheless, I'm looking at the comments to see who doesn't like going to work on Mondays. But nevertheless, those are some of the things that I do, but I'm here because I want to hear from you about your challenges. What will be helpful for me to add to More Out of Mondays, and that will help you start the week off with the kick that you're looking for, so you can, I want to say, get more out of your Monday. I know you have to go to work and you have to do these things, but it doesn't have to be dreadful. So I want to hear from you guys in that. And I made some notes, so I didn't forget what I was going to share. What I want you guys to lead with when I log off of this live is I want you to lead with the sense of, I can get through this Monday. I control my week. I control my perspective of how I view the week and all the challenges that comes with it. I also have the ability to decide how I want to show up. You don't want to be responsive. You don't want to be reactive. You want to be responsive with all of your encounters during the week. And that takes practice. That takes talking through it. And my goal is to show up on Monday mornings to be able to help each of you with some of those challenges or maybe goals that you want to set for the week. So I'm looking at comments here to see if anyone is saying anything about what they believe would be helpful. Let's see. Hi, Novia. Thank you for joining. Let's see. I'm looking now. All right. But nevertheless, I help all types of leadership teams and organizations tackle challenges that hinder them from making more money. And I know everybody wants to make more money. People who are trying to figure out how to promote people on their team. I do that as well. And let's see something. What should I ramble about for a minute? Music or food? I don't know what that is. I don't know if somebody's trying to say something. So, anyways, I thank each of you for joining this morning. This will be an ongoing Monday morning. I'm thinking 8 a.m. Eastern time might be a good time. I don't know. I thought about 7:30. If you guys have feedback on that as well, just let me know. I want to show up for you to help you prepare. And some of you may be at work depending on the time zone, and some of you may be getting ready for work. But whichever way, I want to show up to help you get more out of each Monday. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more control over how we approach our week. We should not let other people live rent-free in our minds. While we dread going to work, we have to go anyways to be able to provide for yourselves as well as for your families. So why not make it where you can have more out of the place where you have to go anyways. So if you know of anybody that this could benefit, every Monday at 8, you will get to speak to an executive coach, such as myself, who has been coaching for 17 years, guys. I typically don't do a lot of lives, but I've been getting so many comments and feedback back during my sessions that I thought I could do this to help so many other people who may not know me or may not be knowledgeable about coaching. So I see some different people joining, and the question I put out to the group, guys, is what would be helpful to you if you were to show up on Monday mornings at 8 o'clock for live with me? What topics do you want to hear about? What insights or data would you like for me to bring that will be helpful to you? My team and I will get right on it. Our goal is to bring information to you. And I'll also tell you that I have a webinar, and the price starts at $17, guys, $17 on August 15th. I will post the link in the comments, and if Yenovia is on here, Yenovia, could you please share the link? I saw your name in there earlier. So if people want to come to the webinar, it's called Speak, Lead, Align. I guarantee you it will help you deal with some of the challenges at work. And it talks through how you better communicate at work, how you can show up in regards to being a leader at work. People tie leadership to a title. It's not. Leadership is you being able to carry out your own roles, you being able to maybe step up and rise to the occasion when it comes to facing challenges or resolving challenges in the workplace. And the essential pass starts at $17. Now there's other levels to getting in, but yeah, it starts at $17. And I see Yenovia on here. So Yenovia, if you could put the link in the comments, that'd be great for those who are interested. And if you want to bring a team, or you would like for me to host something of that sort with your organization, I can do that as well. Just send me a DM or make a comment, and my team and I will reach out to you. Again, like I said, I've been doing this for 17 years, and my goal is to help as many people as I can, people that want to really get more out of their Mondays and more out of their teams, more out of their overall careers. I want to help as many organizations and people as I can. So, of course, that's why I'm here. So any other comments in the chat? Thank you so much, Yenovia, for posting that link to the webinar in there. It will be August 15th from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I would love to see as many of you as possible there. I've been doing these workshops, webinars for a very long time. I have helped so many organizations. I can give you some statistics. 92% of the clients I work with say that working with me has been life-changing to their team, their personal lives, because you learn how to show up and be more responsive instead of reactive. And sometimes, depending on the situation, that could be a win for you when it comes to dealing with people, being able to control the situation, being able to manage your I'll say anger, frustration, anxiety, all the things. So I see several of you joining. The question that I put out to the group, and I'll hang out for a few more minutes, is to say, what could I bring to More Out of Mondays that will be really helpful to each of you? With me being an executive coach, I've worked with tons of organizations, and I would love to help each of you on Monday mornings. And if there's, again, in the time I put out there I was thinking of 7:30 Eastern Standard Time or 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But the goal is to help you all get better prepared for going to work on Mondays, because people despise Mondays. There's typical Monday morning meetings. If you're driving into work and you're listening or watching this, then I challenge you to adjust your perspective on it. Yes, you may have some challenging people that you work with that you just can't stand. Maybe they make your teeth grit. Maybe they make your stomach hurt, your head hurt. You're not the only one. Your goal is to think about the fact that you get to go to work. And yes, it may not be the best job. It may not be the best environment, but you get to have the opportunity to provide for your family. And I say that because we choose. Maybe you're not. And some of you may be thinking, I don't want that job. Well, at the beginning, you chose it for a reason. And maybe it was to simply provide for your family. But that so many things have changed now. And you're like, this is not the place that I originally wanted to work. Understandable, you're not the only one. So with that being said, what you want to do is think about how you can best prepare yourself. Okay, somebody said, can you do a series of difficult conversations? I can think a lot of us are going through those. Yes, I will schedule that for next Monday to talk about how we can manage difficult conversations. Those are typical conversations that I have with clients. I see people still joining, so thank you guys so much. As a matter of fact, I'll hit on that a little bit today. When you're having difficult conversations in the workplace, the first thing is to adjust your perspective, because what happens is we going with emotion. We're mad, we're frustrated, we want to tell them, we want to prove to them, right? Here's the thing, you have absolutely nothing to prove. And the moment you go in thinking that you need to prove something, you need to get them told, you just gave up your ability to be creative on the spot, because your mind is processing how to defend yourself instead of how to ideate. And you want to be in a place where your mind is fresh. You can come up with ideas. You can actually be articulate in what you want to say. So that's number one. And then number two is really understanding that you have ownership of how you respond to each person in that meeting, or maybe it's only one person. You want to think about, when you're sitting there, the moment you respond back with as a way to defend yourself or a way to be combative, you just give an agency, because you've allowed them to dictate how you feel. If someone can dictate when you get angry, they control you. And there's a quote, I can't remember who said it, and you guys can Google it for yourself, but it says, he who angers thee controls thee. So if you don't want to give up control, then you might want to think about how you want to respond to the meeting. Thank you, Yanovia, for putting the link to the webinar in the chat. So for those who want to attend, again, the Essential Pass is $17, and there's other layers where you get a workbook and so forth. But if you just want to get in just to meet me, to see what I'm talking about, then definitely I want to see you guys there. But to get back to the difficult communications, um, and you also want to think about planning out your meetings. If you're going into a meeting and you're talking to someone about a project or something that you're working on, you want to make sure that that person is even the right person to talk to. Because sometimes we get in a meeting about the meeting about the meeting, and those meetings could have been emails. And if that has happened to any of you, then I would hope to see that in the chat too. I'm looking so I can stay tuned. But I've spoken to so many people who've been in a meeting about the meeting about the meeting, and you still didn't get an answer because the right person who needed to sign off or to approve was not in the meeting. So you want to start thinking about who should be there, who has agency. And if you that person's not in the meeting, I'm not saying you need to delay, but what you want to do is start thinking about who can I reach out to best prepare. So you can send an email saying, hey, does so-and-so, whoever's in the meeting, does John, if Susan is the person who has agency to approve or change, then you change what you're working on. Then you want to start saying, hey, Susan, I'm meeting with John on Thursday. I wanted to know if something needed to change. Does John have agency to make the changes? Or can you give him agency? Like, you want to get clarity on those types of things, because the one prized asset that you can't get back is time. So that's why you want to start doing an audit of who has agency or who needs to approve to get what you need before you go to a meeting. And I'm hoping that makes sense to some of you. I'm looking now in the chat. I see some likes. Thank you guys for the love. But those are some of the things you want to do. And then, so think of an agenda. Think of a way to get yourself out of that meeting with walking away with, and still walking away with what you need. So what I used to do when I was in corporate, my meetings were not bad per se, but I was looking for a way to get more out of my time. And it says thank you, my mic about to die. Oh gosh, okay. Let me might have to change it. So hold on one second. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. But I forgot what I was gonna say now. But nevertheless, when I was in those meetings, the agenda, I used to come up with deadlines that were coming up. If I needed, letting her know what deadlines I have. I also let her know what escalations I had. If I needed help, needed her to reach out to somebody, I let her know what questions I had so she could support me or reach out to whomever I needed. And then lastly, it was any feedback or things that she needed from me. My one-on-ones with my manager went from 30 to 45 minutes to 15 to 20 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but if I don't have anything to talk about, I'd much rather be doing my work. So that was one thing I did. So if you guys have meetings today, think about creating an agenda that will be helpful to you with getting back some of your time. So I'm looking to see if there's anything else. I don't want to hold you guys, but I will be here next Monday. And if you guys, like I said, have a preference, I'm thinking 8:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time might be the good time. But if you guys think 7:30 will be great, let me know. Any topics that you guys want me to talk about. I know someone put in, our challenging conversations. We hit on that a little bit today. But if there's nuggets that you guys think will be helpful to you on your Monday, let me know. And then until then, I look forward. I will see you guys next Monday. Thank you guys for showing up. Share this with a friend. Let them know that there's a leadership coach of 17 years showing up to help you guys get more out of your Mondays. So until next time, I will see you.